Mrs. Death, Mrs. Death by Salena Godden. A review. The robin was once seen as a messenger from the land of the dead, sent to summon those about to die. Yet still in the dying moments of a winter's evening, high in a cage of bare twigs, she opens her throat and breaks your heart with her rapturous song. If Mrs. Death is haunted by the presence of the dead, still Salena Godden's prose sings, and her poetry defies the approach of the night. For if the day is short and the dark certain, then the trick is to live life while we can. Poignant and lyrical, poetry and prose tangle and entwine and whisper, warm and witty, hot breath on your cheek, speaking to you and you alone as only a poet can, entrancing and memorable, like a melody heard once and never quite forgotten. There is no need to seek death out, to climb a tower and scan the horizon, to force your head under the cold water and search amongst the discarded shopping trolleys, to brave midnight graveyards. She is always there, at your shoulder, one cold hand clutching your sleeve. There is no use in running away. She's always a little distance ahead. She will wait for you to arrive. The business of death is a lonely one, and Mrs. Death has stories she needs to tell, histories that need recording. She has passed unseen down the dark alleys, the battlefields, the hospital wards of history, and no one to hear her tales until now. Wolf Williford has seen death at work, in flame and smoke in blackened towers, Icarus falling. Now she meets death herself, and the troubled young writer begins to write the life of death. She travels through time recording the lost lives of lives lost. Sat at an old desk purchased from a curiosity shop, a desk through which the memories pour. In a hungover, strung-out, chaotic dawn, Wolf leads us through the time-drenched streets of London, the London of child exploitation, of the Ripper and the Cray twins. Who is the black woman, head down on a bus passing? The woman buying wine with small change? The beggar, the hospital cleaner? The figure caught by a lightning flash, leaning over a body in a dark alley? Need you ask? And I think of Aphra Behn, of Spencer, Blake and Dickens, who wandered these same dark streets, of The Wasteland and Nina Simone, leaving Ronnie Scott's with a plastic carrier bag in a hand. I am haunted as I was by Carol Morley's Dreams of a Life, a drama documentary about Joyce Carol Vincent, who lay among the Christmas gifts she was wrapping television on for 3 years, lost. Aphra Behn's Willamore. There is no sinner like a young saint. Sweet Thames, run softly till I end my song. I wander through each chartered street, near where the chartered Thames doth flow, and mark in every face I meet marks of weakness, marks of woe. We need be careful how we deal with those about us, when every death carries to some small circle of survivors thoughts of so much omitted and so little done, of so many things forgotten and so many more which might have been repaired. There is no remorse so deep as that which is unavailing. If we would be spared its tortures, let us remember this in time. Unreal city, under the brown fog of winter dawn, the crowd flowed over London Bridge. So many, I had not thought death had undone so many. Sighs short and infrequent were exhaled, and each man fixed his eyes before his feet. This is the end of the line. I've clearly read every sign. The way you glance at me indifferently and take your hand from mine. For all its darkness, Mrs. Death is full of joy. For all the tragedy there is humour and warmth and hope. Salena Godden has written a book that lives in the memory, infused with poetry, song and spoken word, but greater than the sum of these, a novel bearing powerful witness to the distant voices of the forgotten.